Now I would like to explain the one of the fundamental and basic concepts is the differences between the computer organization and computer architecture as well as computer design. So when we are concerned to the concept of the hardware, especially, we know that, right, the hardware concepts, there are three important things are important. One is the actually design of the hardware. The second one is the uh, organization of the hardware. The third one is the architecture of the hardware. The design is the one of the fundamental, and then how these components are organized, and the final one is the architecture. So the hardware subjects, especially in computer science, is divided into the computer organization called as the CO, computer architecture known as the CA, and computer design. This is known as the CD. So here, first of all, I would like to explain the organization. Simply, organization means already the components are constructed or the components are designed. Those are in function. So the hardware components operate. That means how they are going to be function, how we are going to be use them, and the way they are connected together to form the system. For example, let us consider one component is memory. The memory is already designed or developed. The next one is the ALU. Now, suppose we would like to another component. Now we would like to how these two components are interconnected one to another and how they can behave. How the memory will be behave. What are the various parts of the memory and what are the various other parts of the ALU? What kind of the functions that it can be exhibited. The second one is the design. This is the actually the fundamental, the hardware design of the computer. Actually, we can design each and every circuit within the computer or within the component. Once the specifications are formulated, the task of designer to develop the hardware. So, for example, what do you mean by the design? First, we are going to be specify the purpose of the particular component. For example, I am going to be say that this is a one component or one IC which is able to perform the addition of the two numbers. That simply I am going to call it as a adder. So how it will be designed? We know that to design the addition of these two numbers, we are going to be take the full adder circuits actually the full adder circuits, and these full adder circuits are connected in a cascading, and each and every bit of the two numbers, that is A0, B0, A1, B1, A2, B2, like that and so on. And we are in, and this will form sum, and this is the carry. So how the elements or the internal components, how we are going to be frame the design to achieve the specific purpose of the unit. So this is addition. Suppose we are going to be design the subtractor design entirely different. Suppose we are going to be design a circuit to perform the multiplication. The multiplication designing circuit is entirely different. The final one is the architecture, is the structure and behavior of the computer seen by the user. Suppose let us consider, suppose we are going to be consider this is the system or this is the computer. What additionally we are going to be add? Suppose we are going to be add one input device, that is the keyboard. It is also had another input device, that is the scanner, and we are also add one more input device, that is the maybe mouse, and it is also has one output device, printer, and it is also has one more output device, VDU, that is monitor, and we are also has some other things. Suppose we are also attach some additional memory, or external hard disks. So how the computer looks to the user, and what are the functions it will be performed. Here we can observe that the computer can take the input from the three components or three sub devices. and provide the output to two output components. So how it will be operates or functions and how the structure it is arranged. Suppose the computer is connected to the another computer through the wire and LAN. This is also the structure of the computers. These two computers are in networking. Okay, friends. So, these are the three fundamental concepts, that is computer design. The design is the first fundamental one. After design the circuits, we are going to be connected in one way, that is the organization. After organization, we are going to be getting the architecture. So, this is the architecture. I hope you can understand this thing.